Okay, I guess I'll have to record this now. And see, this is what happens with my phone. Like, normally I can make phone calls, no problem. I can call people, right? Unless it's somebody that my stalkers, you know, 5 inch super secret boy band, unless it's somebody they don't want me to call, right? In which case this happens. It starts ringing and then it just goes beep, 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 call failed. Okay. My service will go from 4 bars down to nothing. Okay. Now I have Wi Fi calling on, so it shouldn't have failed there. So we're going to try this again. Now I'm going to record it and I'm going to call back again. It rang a couple times before it just went beep, beep, beep. So we'll try this again. I'm calling the CIS, what's the website? It's here. It's called. There we go. CIStech.info. Okay. Cognitive Investigative Services. Okay, so I just sent them some information, and I'd like to just call them and talk to them. You know what I mean? They're obviously they're probably already aware of my page. I'm sure they've seen or heard something about me. I don't know. They wouldn't let them get a hold of me if they wanted to try it either. They absolutely, without a doubt, filter my calls. And I have evidence of this, and something happened that proved to me without a doubt that they did this. That was back in 2021, I'm sorry. Actually, the very beginning of 2021, on the middle of January, whenever I all of a sudden got a big dump of voicemails all at one time from the previous 2 weeks before that. It's just funny. The voicemails and what the first one and the last one, okay, and the content of those voicemails, what they were, that told me why they gave me all those, why they had to send me those voicemails, right? They couldn't just disregard them because of what the first and last one was. They couldn't just disregard them and be like, well, oh well, because if it would have been their fault if something, if I hadn't gotten those messages, you know what I mean? Then somebody would have been like, well, I left him a couple messages, and I would have said, nobody ever got a hold of me. That's something pretty fucking important. It had to do with my one of my firearms, okay? And it was the guy from the gun store. He left me 2 messages. And it's funny, whenever I went to finally call back, at first I thought it was some setup or something, right? So I didn't call. I didn't return his phone call, his couple phone calls. But I got curious, and whenever I went to call down there, further evidence, I found out my phone wouldn't work to call there. It worked to call everywhere else, but just not the gun store where they left me this message. And I did experiments to check and see what was going on. I used other telephone numbers that I had, like my kids' phones. Their phones worked to call down there. I also used their phones in my phone to call other places. It worked to call every other place, every other business. I even called the business in the same building down there. They're next to a Target and a Petco. And yeah, I determined on my end, without a doubt, that they blocked my number. The gun store blocked my number. Now, isn't it funny that after that, I come to find out that there's people from Patton, several people that work at this little gun store down in Altoona, right? As a matter of fact, one of the managers, he's in charge of the entire archery department down there, is the previous owner of Bowman's Sporting Goods store in Patton. Okay? He's the guy that owned, one of the 2 brothers that owned Bowman's in Patton for years and years and years. And mysteriously, years ago, the whole fucking thing burnt down. Half of Main Street burnt down. along with Bowman's Gun Store. The ATF was here for like a week. They had Patton fucking quarantined, the whole fucking block of Main Street. There's only 2 red lights. And they had those 2 red lights in between for over a week. The ATF was here doing their investigation and everything because the gun store burned down. Who knows? I don't have any evidence to suggest one way or another, but it's not hard to believe that could have been a big insurance job, because what do you know, right where those buildings were sits the Dollar General store now, okay? And if they needed, you know what I mean, that would have made things really, really easy, and would have lined their pockets. They were at the age where they wanted to retire. They didn't want that store anymore. So they're sitting on a property that ain't worth shit. It's old as dirt, right? And they ain't making any money at the fucking gun store. That's for damn sure. They had like a secondhand rose store where people just brought their stuff in, like a consignment shop. I mean, I highly doubt that they were even making enough money to pay the fucking electric bill for these buildings with the couple businesses they had in there. I highly doubt it. And they would be at an age where they don't have the motivation or resources to do something else, right? So what do you do there, right? Well, set the place on fire, right? And retire, right? Get a big fat check and go retire. And then you get to spend the rest of your retirement days playing with new toys that you enjoy doing it as the manager of the archery department at one of the biggest fucking chains of sporting goods and outdoorsmen's stores in the country. Sportsman's Outdoors, right? It's one of the big box stores. So it's funny that I find out that I think it's Jeff Bowman, right, is the manager at Sportsman Outdoors. And he was the gun store owner, Patton, for years and years and years, that burnt down. Now sits a Dollar General store, okay? That is the very center of Patton, is a Dollar General store. That's also exactly where, that's like Perp Central. My neighbors even confirmed this. They told me that the only time they hear my name, right? The only time they hear anybody talking about me is when they go to the dollar store. Every time they go to the dollar store, there's people, he didn't mention who, but there's people down there talking shit on me. Now, who would be at the Dollar General on a regular basis that would feel the need to talk shit on me? Oh, wait. Isn't my brother's old lady a manager at the Dollar General in Patton? Yeah, isn't Kim a manager at the Dollar General in Patton, and has been for years? Yeah, isn't that funny? Because if my neighbor is referencing not just one incident, but multiple times where he's gone to the Dollar General and overhears people talking shit about me. I don't go out, I don't talk to anybody. So that's pretty fucking, you know what I mean? Pretty big coincidence there if he just happened to be at this Dollar General at the same time as other people that just happen to be talking shit on me while they're doing their grocery shopping or their fucking, you know what I mean, school shopping. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a genius, or even, it doesn't take, anybody could figure this out in 2 seconds, what was going on. And he didn't want to be looked at like he's the one spreading the fucking bullshit. I believe that my neighbor is more like one of the victims, people that just have been manipulated and lied to about me in order to recruit them into participating in this bullshit. That's what I believe, 100%. Because I don't think they're bad people at all. Jeff and Grace Grata, my neighbors, they seem like good people. But to get good people to do this, to innocent people, for no other reason, explainable reason, there's only one option left. Like, somebody obviously deceived them into believing that I'm some kind of bad person. I mean, a bad enough person to motivate somebody to go out of their way to fuck with my life, to fuck with their neighbor, right? Who wants to fuck with their neighbor? Who the fuck wants to fuck with their neighbor and risk, risk destroying any kind of fucking peace and personal time for rest and relaxation that they have? That's your home. That's where you go to get away from everybody and your job and everything. You should feel safe at your home, So it's just a given. You don't start shit with your neighbors, especially if you have no problem with them just because of something you heard. Right, so it had to be pretty substantial, something pretty out there, or, the pay has to be pretty fucking good, right? They got to be paying pretty good for somebody to, to risk the personal safety of their home and go poking a fucking angry bear where they live. Why would somebody do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. So obviously it's, obviously people were lying, making up stuff at the Dollar General. So obviously my brother and Kim are involved. It's not because I happened to talk about him on a video where I said that I assaulted him and I talked with malice and I said that I don't regret it. That's why. That's really, come on, Ed. That's your fucking lame excuse of why you gang stalk me and why you say all this shit on my channel. Because one time there was a video and then the Karen video happened. Come on, dude. You know better now. People ain't buying that shit. You're fucking retarded, dude. I haven't put any videos up because you haven't. So, for once, what you're doing is working. You actually ignoring it, Ed, is what needed to happen. That's what you needed to do. And then I'm not gonna make a bunch of videos about you, right? Why the fuck would I? Why would I? I don't want people to look at you like you're an idiot. I don't want people to come against you. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. That's definitely not why I made the videos. I made the videos as a result of you fucking making up lies and shit on my channel. And that's clear as day. I'm not gonna, and I refuse to take anything down from my channel because the only thing my channel is my personal fucking vlog diary. It's my documentation of my whole situation throughout this whole fucking targeting the last 3 years. And I'm sorry that you were involved in it, but I'm not going to just delete that from my channel. It fucking happened. I'm sorry, the truth will always be the truth. You can't change the truth. Now, you can't go back and change what happened, but you can admit whenever you were wrong. You can, ask forgiveness for things you've done that you regret, or if you can admit when you made a mistake moving forward, and that's even better than erasing the truth, because that completes the story, right? And that says a lot about who you are and your character. It says a lot about a person if they have the ability to accept accountability, the ability to admit when they're wrong, and ask forgiveness. That takes a lot. That takes a big it takes a man to be able to do that. So we'll see, right? We'll see. Because it's just because I'm not making videos about you and you're not saying stuff to make yourself look like a retard, doesn't mean that you're not going to jump at the first opportunity to try to destroy my reputation, given the opportunity. That's what you've always done, right? So what have you given me that would try to convince me that anything has changed whatsoever. You know, I have no reason to believe whatsoever that you, aren't still actively, thinking and scheming and wanting to, your intent is still to destroy my life, reputation, whatever, credibility, everything you can. That's what you wanted to do, so why wouldn't you still want to do that? Nothing. I have nothing to believe that anything has changed whatsoever. So I'm still waiting, put it that way. But I'm going to try to call this guy back here. Let's see what happens. It's ringing. It was ringing before, too. Somebody drive by revving their engine. Race car.
Good day, you've reached Ryan with CIS. Please leave me a detailed message including the nature of your call, and I will return it as soon as possible. Feel free to also text and make a return call as needed. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Sorry, mailbox is full. To send an SMS notification, press 5. Your SMS notification will include your number 1-814-934-5949. You may enter a different number now, or press the pound sign to send your SMS notification. Your SMS has been sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
All right. According to that, it's been sent. Right? So let's go ahead and send him a message too.
want to know when you're an elephant.
1 sec.
Huh?
1 sec.
Is that your elephant? Is that your elephant? Is that your elephant? Is that your elephant? I'm gonna take it. Come here. Give me it. Give me it.
Because they just block all my messages out.
Where's your phone charger?
My phone charger. Oh.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. I was just.
That's okay. I was like, why? What did it do? What did it do? Are you gonna beat it again?
Sorry.
What did it do this time?